Now, the other question that came through is about ultrasounds. Is it harmful for the baby? There's mixed reviews out there. What are the pros and cons was the specific question. Now, the pros are only for the mother to have peace of mind. It is not beneficial for the baby. Even the FDA. Now, the FDA, I'm not a fan of. They really, anyway, you don't need to know my views about that. But even if the FDA, who let a lot of things pass that are not good for humanity, have stated that ultrasounds are not ideal for the fetus. Now, that is huge. So if the FDA is saying that, then you know that there's an issue. It's linked to causing autism for the child. It deforms the cells, the developing cells of the fetus. It's very, very loud. It's traumatizing. It's not natural. It's high vibrational energy that is denaturing your fetus's cells. So it breaks my heart when I have mothers who are pregnant and are so anxious about the pregnancy, and they keep going for ultrasounds because they're just so nervous. And I think, oh, please don't. So I'd like you to be more mindful. If you're wanting to go for ultrasounds because you're feeling anxious, it's for you to step into your power. Now, if you feel, oh my goodness, I don't think baby's developing, I'm feeling an urgent need, I need to go, then yes, go, listen to your intuition. But if you're an anxious person who worries a lot, or you've had bad experiences in the past about, when you're pregnant, and you're feeling that drive to get regular ultrasounds, then feel into it, breathe into it, reclaim your power, okay? Because it is harming the baby, it is uncomfortable, but it's also uncomfortable for the baby if you're highly anxious and stressed, because baby's like, well, I'm feeling stressed. And that's uncomfortable for the baby. So, we're here to master our emotions. That's one of the things we're here to do. You're here to be a mum, but you're also here to be more than a mum. You're here to raise the vibration of the planet and to help humanity by having your beautiful conscious child. This child is 50% you, not a better version of you. So it's about time for you to reclaim your power. And yes, you want this baby more than anything. And yes, you want it to be healthy. And yes, you want the pregnancy to last a full term. But ultrasounds are modern. Several generations back, they weren't getting ultrasounds and we were still seeding the planet with beautiful beings. So I want you to spend more time meditating. Now, it doesn't have to be a traditional meditation where you're listening to an audio because it can make you feel a little nauseous. It's going within. Create the space and the time to go within, to commune within. Communicate with baby. Communicate with your body. You can do it through your higher self. And ask the questions. Be settled. Be grounded. Ask for obvious signs if there is a need for you to go and get an ultrasound, if there is real danger. Otherwise, no, I would not recommend ever having an ultrasound. It's purely for the mother's peace of mind. So you've asked for my opinion. That is my opinion. It's completely up to you. Take the information how you want to, because this is your journey at the end of the day. Perfect timing. Thank you for the question, Catherine, that just popped up on the screen. Good morning, Fiona. Some ultrasounds are necessary, right, to make sure the baby is still alive. Yeah, now that's what I was insinuating. So when you're feeling, do I need to check up to see that baby's still alive, that everything's fine, then you can do that. However, you can also commune directly with baby and get that response. So when you say some are necessary, it's only necessary for the mother. It's not helping the baby. If the baby isn't alive, then the baby isn't alive. And then the mother will deal with that. But the body will deal with that with or without an ultrasound. Does that make sense? Feel free to engage a little bit more because it has negative side effects for the baby. It will deform its cells. It can link to be a cause to autism. It's incredibly loud. It's traumatizing. Can you tell without an ultrasound that the baby has died? Yeah. Not always straight away, but yeah. I've had women who have had not clients of mine, but women who are, within the family, or extended family, or friends. Some of my best friends, partners have been pregnant and felt there was just no movement, and they felt that there was a loss, and then when they checked there was a loss. You are incredibly intuitive when you're pregnant. I cannot enforce that enough. You're more intuitive than anything. It's like you having an awareness of, what's going on in your shoulder. Does your shoulder feel tight, restricted, or does it feel loose and free? Like you have a relationship with your shoulder. You have a relationship with your digestive system. You have a relationship with your heart. You have an awareness. You have an awareness of this growing fetus within you. But it also has a separate consciousness. So it's even more powerful, and you can commune with baby every day, and I recommend that you do. So it's completely up to you. Like I say, if it's going to give you more peace of mind to do your 6-week check and your 12-week check, then you can do that. Because then you're not anxious and whatever it may be. But do you need it? You don't need it. You don't need it. If it's going to help you control your worries and fears and prevent baby from feeling your worries and fears and being disempowered, then do it. It's you, the mother, at that time will be able to weigh up what's best for you. If you went and did your 6-week scan and you thought, didn't feel right, I'm going to delve into more questions about that. I don't know if I should continue with more. Then to me, that's saying that you're not feeling in flow with that. And it's been highlighted to you that you don't feel comfortable doing that. So listen to that. Okay. You're an empowered earth mother. And I think if you can start communing more with the spirit of the land, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, your ancestors, your guides, even your dragons, and I'll talk about that in a second, then you don't feel alone. You've got your team, you've got your entourage. Now for some of you, this is delving into a new realm. So what I'm going to be offering, and I was thinking today before going into this session what I wanted to offer, and I'm going to start offering initiations to help people to connect to their teams, to their medical spiritual team, to their dragons. Now, why am I mentioning dragons? And it seems rather mystical, and what's going on with the dragons? This is now the time that the dragons are firmly around us, here supporting us, hearing our need to transmute, to cleanse, to purify the old ways. And that's what the flames of the dragons do. They blow away the blockages that we have, the self-doubt, the worries, the fears, the past life stuff that's draining, that's blocking, the ancestral trauma that could be blocking you having your baby. And often this is the case. So it's helping you to step into this new paradigm where you have this elite spiritual team that support you. So I'll share some more information with you in this evening's Patreon session about these initiations and how I can help you with that. So for now, thank you for submitting your questions. If you've got more for this evening, I look forward to answering them. And hopefully I've given you lots of things to think about. And please do re-listen to this. There were lots of things that I've mentioned and lots of little nuggets that you can store in your toolbox to maintain your confidence, because that's what's so important. You having confidence during your pregnancy and leading up to your pregnancy is so important, because then when you're confident, you're not going to be so worried, not going to be so anxious, not going to be doing things that could be potentially harmful for you or for baby, because you're confident. All right? So do what we can to stoke your confidence and be well, be empowered. All right. Thank you for watching. Take care.